Okay.
Namaste, Vladimir ji.
Namaste. You see only black screen. Hi, Linda.
Hello, Vladimir.
Hello. Yes, I had to create, for some reason, my thing disappeared and I had to create another link. That was just confusing. It's a new link. People who are used to that link for years, it was going on the same link, somehow disappeared, all of it, from my calendar. So I had to create a new one. And I'm not sure that I invited everyone because the whole list of people disappeared. Anyhow, yeah,
But you put it on the WhatsApp group,
yeah,
and that group, yeah,
should work, should work.
yes, yes.
I remember now, yes. I was worried that people may think that we stopped. And most probably one day we will stop. I do not know when only. Because it's going on for years. Before it, there was hymns to the mystic fire. Then we shifted to Surya hymns, Usha hymns, you name it. And now we are doing Mitra and Varuna from the book 5. All right, let's take this and start with mantra. Om Vang me manasi pratisthita mano me vachi pratishthitam aviravirma edi Vedasyama anistha shrutam me ma prahasi anena dhitena horatran samdadhami Ritam vadishyami satyam vadishyami tanmamavatu tadvaktaramavatu avatu mam avatu vaktaram avatu vaktaram Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. All right. Here we are in this new hymn. We will take two hymns today. They are very short. These are the last two hymns in the one go of the Atri family. There are only three verses in each, and it is Bahuvrikta Atreya, his name. So we have first Gayatri. Anogantam Rishadasa Varuna Mitra Barhana Upemam charum adhvaram Vishvasya hi prachetasa Varuna Mitra Rajathach Ishana Pipiyatam Dehiyach Upanach Sutama Gatam Varuna Mitra Dashushe or Dashushach Asya Somasya Pitaye. This most probably one of the most ancient hymns. The diction and the vocabulary is very simple, very easy to read. Anogantam, come to us. Rishadasa, the slayers of the enemies. Varuna Mitra, Barhana, O Varuna, O Mitra, both mighty ones. Upemam charum advaram, approach this beautiful pilgrim sacrifice. Upa imam charum advaram. Approach this beautiful pilgrimage journey. Approach this journeying sacrifice. O Varuna and Mitra, ye who slay the foeman, come with might to this our godly sacrifice. That is the translation of Griffith. Vishwasya hi prachetasa Varuna Mitra rajathach ishana pipyatam deyach. For you see all Vishwasya prachetasach. Prachetasach actually not only seeing but also becoming aware of everything in front, becoming aware of everything as it is, of the whole universe. You are aware. Varuna Mitra, Rajathach, or Varuna and Mitra, and rule all, or shining, or illumining all. Vishwasya Rajathach. Interesting, a root Raj, to shine, or to rule. From here, the king. The king is actually the shining one. It's from root Raj, from here Rajas, yes. Rajas is guna of Rajas guna, flaming. Agni is Rajas, yeah? Energy. For you see all, O Varuna and Mitra, and rule all, or illumine all. You are the Lords, Ishana. You are the possessors, or the masters, Ishana, like the Lords, Ishwaras. Make our meditations, Dhyach, or concentrations on the divine, grow, Pipyatam, from root pi, to increase in capacity, literally to become fat. Make our meditations fat and grow in number, or in there is a word in English.
In density?
In density, yes, capacity, density, and bulk, and kind of multiplying, piling up our force of concentration and meditation, because you are the lords, the possessors. Yep. Upanach sutamagatam Varuna Mitra dashushach asya somasya pitaye. Come to our offering of soma, Upanach sutama gatam. Yeah. Come to our sutam, to our pressed out the soma, yes? Come to our offering of soma, Upanach sutam agatam. O Varuna and Mitra, to the one who surrenders to you, Dashushach, of the one who gave himself to you, come to his sutam, to his distilled and purified offering of delight. So the whole idea is that the one who surrenders, he doesn't surrender himself as he is. He actually prepares himself to surrender. He does some work with himself. He presses out all the juices of delight of existence. Then he purifies those delights, or those juices of delight of existence, with his consciousness, with his mind. His mind works like a filtering, like the filter, removes all the grossness and leaves only the juice. Like the spirit in the villages is prepared, it is run several times until it is really becoming very purified or very potent, yes, powerful. And that powerful spirit, Soma, pressed out of our existence. That means I am not taking it. I am distilling and purifying the delight of existence, preparing it for them to taste, not for myself, not for my ego to enjoy life. No, I don't want to enjoy life anymore, as it were. I want them to enjoy this life which I live in me. This is the whole idea of the Soma yagas, of the Soma sacrifices. Yeah? The higher powers of consciousness come and enjoy life in you. And by that, they change you. Yeah? So you are not looking for your own self-enjoyment, which is kind of interesting because we have an idea of offering very different from the Vedic. We offer to the divine all the work to be done. Yes. No, the work is to be done by us, as it were. We have to distill it. We have to prepare the juice. We have to offer it, after all, without really trying to enjoy it ourselves. And we invoke to the divine nowadays for them to bring us enjoyment. Yeah? Not we are offering the enjoyment of the world to them for transformation. Notice how things changed. We want them to support us and make us enjoy here while we are offering to them our work. Our work we are to do. And they have to come for the spoils, for the, what do you call it, for the results of our work. Yeah? And then the transformation will take place. So in other words, we have to want them to come and to do the work. We are here offering the best we can to them. We are working on that best. And that is Soma. Usually once we receive Soma, we enjoy ourselves. And we think that our life is to enjoy Soma here. This ambrosia of life. The delight of life is for us to enjoy. And the gods are here to help us to enjoy that life. Yeah? But here it's just the other way around. So this is the short hymn, 3 verses only, but direct. Yeah? Come to us, the destroyer of enemies, Varuna, Mitra, you mighty ones, approach our pilgrim sacrifice, our beautiful pilgrim sacrifice. You are aware of everything in this world, or Varuna, or Mitra, or you are shining here. Oh, Madeline, did you find the link? You're muted. You have to unmute yourself. If you can click on unmute. I'm just wondering that people found the link or did?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking. I didn't notice I was on mute. I sent you an email because I was not able to connect. The link I use usually refers to a meeting of May 29. And then after I send you an email, I tried again several times, and then I found a link at the end of the page. There are so many links. It's
Yeah, sorry. I had to
no,
change the link.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not of the computer generation.
Yeah.
I'm obstinate. I tried, but I
Well,
got it finally.
you see, you got it. Even you could get it, so that means
Yes,
others also can come. The thing is that that link somehow disappeared from my calendar.
yes.
Or either I deleted it altogether, and so the whole group, the list of people, also disappeared with it. So I had to kind of remember who was there in the group. So I may not invite everyone, but I sent invitation to the new
Yeah,
link.
I saw it. But the first link at the beginning of your email did not work.
Oh,
Uh, I don't know.
There is maybe for the Google Meet. Of course, it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then after I sent you the email, I went again to your email, the recent one. I went down the page and there were so many links, so I chose the easiest one.
Yeah. The link with number is the link. Yes, there are the links
So
for
finally
telephone.
I got it. The most important is that I got it.
Okay,
Thank you.
wonderful.
So what we should do every week?
Use this link, yes, all the
Oh
time.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yep, great. The story of the link.
It is something, there is always something new with the computer.
Um, yes, Chitra, I want to say something. I don't, yeah, please say. Go ahead. We finished the hymn.
Yeah, so I have actually a couple of thoughts coming to mind. First is the enjoyments of the gods that we want to happen by not caring for our enjoyments. When I say our, the Rishi, um, are these two enjoyments of the similar kind? Because ours is vital, right? So what is the difference like when we offer, so when we do something good, let's say we do a good work, or in my case, let's say I do a decent Sanskrit homework, and I submit it, then how does my vital not participate, and how do I, because you have said this so many times before, all our achievements, the vital just grabs and takes away.
Yeah.
But what do we do?
Yeah, we have to offer it. Well, it's a particular training of distilling without really trying to enjoy yourself first. It's like when you have a first bite of the food, yeah, and
Mm.
you do it very quickly for yourself, and then you remember, oh, you have to offer. Okay, you offer. Is it not like this? Yeah. You
Yes,
don't
yes,
remember before the first bite. You have to have first, and then once you got the first juice soma, then okay, when I'm not so hungry, I can remember the gods, yeah? Or something. But here it's a specific discipline in everything, because the Rigveda is about transformation of our life. Yeah? Look at what Mother and Sri Aurobindo say of our life. Everything has to be offered, smallest. Krishna says this in the Gita. Who offers me the leaves, the flower, or the water? The water. I can offer the water when you drink. Doesn't matter what. What matters that you offer. Yeah? You are not enjoying this for yourself anymore. This is the most difficult part, because we are all here to enjoy life. But to start offering it to the forces in you, to the higher forces of consciousness, to invite them for this feast of manifesting themselves, to take charge of this delight in being, yes, in the sensual delight even, in the very sensual delight, when it is comfortable for you, has to be offered to them for their enjoyment. And then something happens. With this practice over time, you learn to reorient your motivation of work. You're not working anymore for the result you want to enjoy. You are working for the result for them to enjoy. You're working for the divine always. And with time, it becomes so different, you become different. You are no more living your own separate life project. You are living this divine project. You become the instrument of the divine force in every way. It grows in you, and slowly you become differently motivated. You're looking for the enjoyment for them, not for yourself, so to say. You want to cook for them good food. You just do the same life. You make everything in life in the same way, but you are doing it for them now, slowly. And once that is remembered, the whole system changes. Your motivation is no more egoistic. It is divine motivation. And they take slowly your will into their charge, and they start willing through you. And you have a different life. And still you are living the same life. Taking care of children, doing this, but you're no more taking care of children for their sake or your sake. It's something else. There is a shift. It's actually an amazing thing, Soma Yaga, offering the delight of existence to the higher consciousness and preparing it. Preparing is important, that you are aware while doing it. And the most difficult part is this, exactly, because we easily forget. We are here to enjoy life. That's what it is. Gunya is thinking
But
something.
the enjoyments that come when we read something beautiful that Sri Aurobindo has written, what about that? Do we offer that as well? Like, because we just feel the enjoyments, right?
Yes, but that is what you feel through Sri Aurobindo reading or through the Veda, is most probably that's what they say. And the one who knows the Vedas and reads the Vedas for himself, he is bringing to birth all the devatas. Yes, they are coming through you. They bring this lofty, higher, more spiritual, pure enjoyment. That is their input. But can you imagine doing ordinary works, not reading Sri Aurobindo, or just cleaning the room, or taking a shower, or brushing your teeth, or sending kids to school, or whatever. Going to sleep, preparing, lying down and sleeping. Do you do this sleeping for yourself? Yes, of course. For whom else? For whom else should I do it? Yes. So that delight is everywhere all the time. We are looking for that delight non-stop. But we are looking for ourselves. We are the thieves, as Krishna says. The one who cooks for himself is the thief. Interesting statement, yeah? Why? Because you are not cooking for the gods. You are not cooking for the higher powers. You want to enjoy life. We are all thieves, in Krishna's terminology. It's a huge psychological shift. We do not possess it yet. Yes, Gunhild, you want to say something, I see. Yeah, you're muted. There is this button, audio button, which you have to unmute, and then you have to click on the audio, that microphone below. There is a below. You see microphone in the left lower corner, audio. No? Gunhild is similar to Madeline in that sense. You see what happened? Upside. Where is that button? God knows where the button is. The button is in the left lower corner, audio. Not on the higher, but in the lower. I can ask you to unmute if you want, and then you will get the message and you can say yes. Did you get my message?
Hello?
Yeah, you got the message.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Let's see. I just remember that Mother or Sheribindi, they said just firstly to remember, with every action to remember. And maybe this is a first step for this complete surrender, or so that one is in contact with it. And then the next step is that surrender.
Yeah, and then offering, yes. Remember and offer. If you don't remember, you start eating, you start doing things automatically, yes, with motivation for your own kind of success, enjoyment, and so on. But if you do it for their sake, yes, for the divine powers, for the mother and Sri Aurobindo, everything, studies also, yeah. And it's very
I think also when you remember, you feel the presence immediately, and then it's very easily to offer also.
yes. If you have a presence immediately, it's very good level of yoga, of sadhana. That means remembering as reconnecting. Remember, yes? Reconnect. Your member with another member is membering, remembering. Reconnecting with your higher self. Great. All right, let's take another hymn. And it's also a very short one. And that will conclude our... There's one more hymn of Varuna, which is longish. I will read it and then we will stop with Varuna and Mitra for now. Mitre Varune Vayam Girbhigjuhumo Atrivat Nibarhishi Sadatam Soma Pitaye. This is Ushnik. Ushnik meter is very interesting. We have 2 8-syllabic padas, and the third pada is always 12-syllabic. So we have 8-8-12, 8-8-12. Mitre varune vayam girbhih juhumo atrivat ni barhishi sadatam soma pitaye vritenastho Dhruvokshema dharmana yatayajjana nibarhishi sadatam soma pitaye mitrashchano varunascha jushetam yajnam ishtaye nibarhishi sadatam soma pitaye. So it's like a refrain, the 12-syllabic. Nibarhishi sadatam soma pitaye. And it's interesting, we just spoke about soma, drinking soma. Sit or take place, literally refrain, nibarhishi, in the vastness which we prepared for you. When we invite the divine powers, we clean up the inner being, because there's so many forces within our vital and mental which are there, lingering, waiting for their possibility to pop up and to activate and to take our life. So we clean that inner space, nibarhishi, in the cleaned vastness within. Sadatam, you sit, soma pitaye, to partake of our soma drink, of our delight. So, Amitre Varuneva Yam Girbig Juhumo Atrivat. To Mitra and Varuna we offer our oblations with prayers. These oblations, Juhumo, we call to you with our prayers, like Atri. Atri is the Rishi of this Atri family. Take a seat on the sacred grass or in our inner space. Nibarhishi sadatam, to drink soma, soma pitaye. Vratena stho, dhruvakshema, dharmana yatayajjana, nibarhishi sadatam soma pitaye. You are abiding by your own law of action. Vratena sthach. You are with your vrata. Vrata is something which is habitually being done, like something which is vartate, which is constantly rotating, the law of action. You are abiding by your own law of action. They do not give in to any law of action. When they come, they bring their own, and they establish it with steady security, dhruvakshema, and by the law you bring the people together, dharmana yatayajjana. You make all the people come together with your own dharma. It's also an interesting thing because all the people can come together only in this higher consciousness. They cannot come together in the lower consciousness. In the divided, in our vital, mental, and physical being, we cannot be together, really. So all the attempts to bring people together, the ideal of human unity, is all pointing to one, where we are spiritually one. Yes? And then we can be together. So with your dharma, with your holding to the spiritual vrata by which you, always by your own modality of action, you can bring people together. Nibarhishisi sadatam soma pitaye. Sit, take a seat on the sacred grass in our inner space to drink soma. Of course, if this happens already and we prepared the inner space and they are invited by the offering and they take the invitation and come down and take a seat around our inner flame, these divine powers, then the offering of the delight of existence becomes possible 100%, yes? We will make oblation into our inner flame of all the soma, all the delight, to feed the flame, and from that flame being fed and surrounded by the Godheads, all of them are growing, yes, in consciousness. Mitrascha no Varunascha Jushetam Yajnam Ishtaye Nivarhishi Sadatam Soma Pitaye. May Mitra and Varuna enjoy our sacrificial offering for continuation of sacrifice. So this is another important element of the sacrifice. It has to continue. It's not one-time event. It is something which has something in the future. It has to be turned towards this continuation of the growth of consciousness. Take a seat on the sacred grass in our inner space, prepared for you. This Barhis word, Barhis is the sacred grass from root Brich, from which Brahman is produced, the spirit Brahman, and the word Brahman, and the hymn Brahman. It is something which is widening the consciousness, like Brich, Brihaspati, Brahmanaspati is the one who is growing, widening the scope. Why this widening the scope is so crucial for understanding of spirituality is because the infinity is constantly, infinity in itself is dynamically always widening. Infinity is not something static, yes? Dynamically, it is always growing. You will never catch up with the end of infinity. And because of that, this Brihaspati or this Barhis is we create the vastness within us, which is constantly growing. It's like eternity in terms of time. Eternity is also a constantly dynamically growing in terms of time, never-ending time. So here, never-ending space, yeah? Infinity. Yeah, these are the beautiful two short hymns. And we are done with Atri family. There will be one more, 585 hymn to Varuna, which we will take next time. All right. Any other thoughts?
Yes, I'd like to share that I sense that I observe that it's very similar to Mandala 1, the second hymn, just after the hymn to Agni, where it's also about Vayu first, and then Indra Vayu, and then Mitra and Varuna. And for Vayu and Vayu Indra Vayu, the mantras are very similar. It's also a calling, an invocation, and an offering to the Soma. So for me, it's very inspiring to see this this kind of logic where you offer to the kind of to the vital and to the
mental and
vital.
beyond.
So yeah, by talking also, absolutely, yeah. And then Mitra Varuna to another to a such sheet, yeah.
Well, yes, Vayu is prana, absolutely. Indra is mind. And finally, we come to Mitra and Varuna, transcendental. Yes, Satchit. And in a way, yes, there is a procedure growing. So this offering. Vayu is, interestingly, it's considered that Vayu is first who tastes Soma. The pranic energy, of course. Who else is there to enjoy the existence, yes? But Vayu is that quintessential presence of the divine in the vital force. Yeah? And it takes it and carries it to the beyond, to heaven. It carries it. You know? It tastes it first because he has to know the, most probably, the quality of the offering, the quality of the delight of which we offer, the what do you call the grade of the spirit. Is it really pure spirit? And if it is pure, 100% pure, 99% pure spirit, then he carries it to the higher and higher, offering it. Yeah? We, in the first hymn of this, there is an offering of Agni. Yes? First to Agni, then Agni Paribhurasi, from all the sides you embrace the Yajna Madhuram. And then that which you take from all sides goes to the gods. And finally we have Kavikratu, Satyashchitra Shravastamah, Sa. Yeah, he who should come here with the gods. So we come to to the quintessential in heaven divine presence of the sun, and then we start moving down. But this rising from level to level, from the physical to vital, from vital to mental to heaven, and then once heaven received our offering, then there will be a descent. There will be coming down of those godheads and transforming our nature. But the offering has to come first. Yeah? And so Agni, Vayu, and Indra, Surya in this case, are those quintessential representatives of the divine on each level, physical, vital, and mental. This is the logic of the offering. Everything what we offer, soma or whatever else, and Gharitam, the clarified butter. Also interesting that clarified butter also is to be prepared. It is not just the milk, or it has to be prepared. You have to warm it up, to burn it until all the water is going out, and then you will have gharitam, that ghee. And that ghee is essential quality of your mentality, clarified mentality, has an impact which is much greater than just offering anything and everything. So we need to get quintessential delight or some quintessential knowledge out of things before we offer. The work is to be done as if we are doing it for ourselves. It reminds me of the story of Tulsidas, who was a great rishi, who became a great rishi because of his wife. You know, in his story, when he was running to his wife, he was missing her so much, wanted to be with her, and through the night he was going and he snatched the snake and he thought it was a rope to jump over the water, and that was a python, but he didn't care. He wanted to come to his wife. Yeah? And so he, through all those dangers he went through, and in the night he came to his wife, jumped into the bed, said, "I missed you so much. I wanted to be with you so much." And wife was kind of annoyed with this because she was sleeping. She said, "If you would want the divine so much, you would already realize him." And then boom, he understood everything. The message came finally. Then he forgot his wife forever. She regretted to say it, but he realized the divine. So this is something close to that what we are talking about, yes? That absolute need of the divine in every possible fiber of your enjoyment of life. That thirst, and nothing can satisfy your life anymore, is that preparation of soma and offering it to the divine, distilling the delight of existence, and not for yourself anymore. That's why he is called the beloved one. You love him. That is love. Yeah? Love is you want your beloved to have the best of everything you have in life. Yeah? This is already kind of another language, a language of bhakti, but it is all about the same. Soma is the delight. Yeah? You give the delight to your beloved. You don't take it for yourself. Of course, nowadays people view love as constantly feeding oneself by consuming others. This is selfish life, a love. Mother says that when people say, "I love you," the energy which comes is the same as "I hate you." This is what people consider to be love. They consume one another. They feed one another with vital desires. It's a vital exchange. I gave to you, you give to me. Yes, we are bargaining. It's not the sacrifice. It's not that love. So here we are. We are talking about the same thing all the time. How to make higher consciousness, which is totally ours, yeah, active in our life. how to make it motivation for our life, how to live for the divine instead of just asking the divine to give you more something for your own selfish enjoyment. And the enjoyment which comes from this, from the divine, is so much greater than every enjoyment you can get selfishly here. This is another very important part which we do not see until it is coming to us. Then after that enjoyment, nothing can really satisfy you. You look at all this ordinary life as if it was a torture rather than enjoyment. Because it's all conditional. It creates karmic consequences. It's conditional. Every time you do something in that sense, it's already conditioning you in a particular other narrow sense. It is not widening you. It's not making you free. Yeah? That's the whole problem of that. We are not free from this. We are more and more conditioned until we die. Dying conditioned, yes? No fun.
But I also like in these hymns, or that if you really read them with sincerity, the soma has to be felt first, because otherwise you cannot invoke and offer. So
Yeah.
if you read that with sincerity, it takes a kind of inner preparation, or to be in this constant offering all the time, to have soma ready to offer specifically to this cosmic force, Mitra and Varuna here.
Mm-hmm.
So I also like the sincerity aspect that needs to be there in order to be congruent with what you're reading,
Yeah.
you know.
There are terms which are used as synonyms for sincerity, like purity, honesty, truthfulness. These are the synonyms of that very sincerity, yes? Purity is one of them, which is important. Certain purity, certain space. You have to create that briha, that barhis, that sacred grass. You have to clean up the space. Cleaning up is actually to become sincere, because there are too many forces there which are determining your kind of thinking, feeling, and action, which are not really from the highest order or true order. They are not inviting the divine. They are there for enjoyment for themselves, there to enjoy themselves. These all addictions to life, yes, what we have. Certain addiction to this, certain convenience there. This is all we are playing with them as if they are the only thing to live for. They are settled within our consciousness. Habits, physical, vital, mental, dogmas, all that has to be cleaned up. And then there will be a glimpse of the divine presence. And you are very right. If you read sincerity with sincerely the hymns, sincerely with really wanting to realize that what they really mean, oh, this is the biggest hit you can have. You can immediately feel the presence growing. Immediately. Even if you are not totally sincere, you could feel that something is happening. Wait a minute, what is going on? Yes, I'm taken away from my ordinary way of being to some which is, I do not know what it is. Some people are even afraid of this. They lose themselves. What is happening to me? Who am I? These hymns have the power. Great. Okay, let's stop here for today, and I will close with mantra and take another hymn, 85 next time. Om Vang me manasi Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. See you next time.